Hey guys, how's it going? So first I owe you all an apology because I didn't get around to doing a blog last week. I'm really sorry. I was away for 3 days of the week for something else I do. So another thing that I do is a little bit of modelling every now and again. And I was away with with a photographer for 3 of his workshops for 3 days. So I was off up in Hampshire. So I'm really sorry I didn't get around to doing a vlog. So I'll make up to you this week, I promise. You might notice, again, different environment. I've been house sitting for one of my friends, which has been nice. It's been really quiet, so I've managed to get a lot of work done. Nice and early this morning, I had a networking meeting up at the George Albert, which is between Dorchester and Yeovil. Met some really, really lovely people, handed out a few business cards, spoke about what I do. So really, really good and feeling really positive. This week, what have I been doing? Okay, so I have been asked to do a presentation at a business breakfast in March the 14th. So I've been trying to work on a presentation. Now, I don't know whether many of you have ever done it before. Maybe you went to uni and had to do something. But it's not always that easy. You know, you want to try and make a presentation engaging and fun so people remember who you are. And you want to try and get your personality across a little bit. Unfortunately, with a topic that might be slightly boring, it's not always that easy. So I've made a start on that. And I have tried to make a hologram, which has been exciting. So it's all to do with the virtual side of things. You know, one of the ongoing jokes that people talk about is how when I turn up to places, it's not me, it's a hologram of me. So I've actually challenged myself to make a hologram for trying to use in the presentation. And actually it's working. It needs improving to make it bigger, but they are possible. Holograms are possible. So that's been really, really good fun. A little bit of a Blue Peter moment. And I've also started a new little project. So it means a website is having to be made, which takes a lot of effort, a lot of hard work. There's a lot of groundwork that goes into doing a website. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. But it's starting to look really, really cool. And I can't wait to share it with everyone and start getting it out there. So for any of you guys who are bloggers and want a platform for sharing your work, keep an eye out. Hopefully it will be coming soon. Like I say, very, very excited about this new project, and it's a very different look to my Contemp PA website, and it's going to be really, really cool. And on the topic of blogs, so a few people I've been speaking to, a few of my clients, a few potential clients, and a few businesses, you know, just at these networking events, actually ask about blogs. What's the point of them? What's the use of them? What should I be writing about? How should I be writing? And I guess the big thing for me is, yes, you should blog. It means you can update your website, which means that Google and Bing and other search engines trawl through your website even more, which helps your rankings. It means you're communicating and constantly engaging with your audience, which is really important. The types of things that you should be blogging about, well, I would change it up completely. So I wouldn't blog much more than once a month. I think once a month is sufficient if it's a decent blog. In there, I would be blogging 1 month about what you're up to, what you're doing. You know, if you're at an event, if you're a wedding, in the wedding industry, for example, and you're at a big wedding event, you could be blogging about that. Lots of photos, what's happening, what the new trends are. If you're more of creative industry, for example, and you make things, or you're a chef, you could be sharing recipes, sharing how-tos, that kind of thing. They always work really, really well. And obviously industry-related articles always go down really well. So if there's an innovative idea that's just come out, a new bit of technology, if the law's changing, it's always good to go and blog on those kind of things as well. Mix it up so it's not all sales pitchy. You're actually trying to help people and come across as sort of a leader in your field. So in terms of how you write it, it's like anything. So cast your minds right back to when you're at school, and you were sat in English and having to write those essays. You have to structure it. So you want an introduction, you need your middle bit, and you need an ending. And that's how I always work on my blog. So I always start with an introduction, making a problem. Then I go into the problem a bit more in depth in the gump of it. You know, this is what the problem is, this is what happens, these are the issues that arise from that. And then your ending or your summary is, but this is how we help, or this is how this can help. You're then offering and promoting the services that you do without actually saying, this is who we are, use us. You know, you say something like, so the introduction of VAs, or the professional service industries of these particular areas can help you in this way. And then at the bottom, I always just end it off with my logo and my details, or my client's logo and their details. And that's enough for people to go, that's obviously what they do. But the main blog itself isn't, unless you're writing about you and doing like a write-up as such, it isn't actually about you. It's a story, it's a problem, and how you solve it. So that's how I would do it. I never do blogs much longer than an A4 piece of paper. People don't want to read a lot. They want, you know, it's simple, the facts. It's always there, how, who, where, when. And if you stick by that, you can get a really good blog done. Mine, at the moment, probably take me about 2 hours once I've found my content to write. Change it up a little bit, but they never take too long. I always put a couple of photos in there as well, because visuals are always good. And again, video blogs are great as well, and you can embed them into your social media and into your websites, and people are more receptive to videos than they are to reading as well. So that's what you've got to look out for 2018. Videos are going to become more and more and more. So start practicing, start looking at the camera, and start reading. If you want to write a script, do it. But don't be too scripted, because otherwise you'll look like I did in my first video. And you'll look, well, just that, you'll look scripted, you'll look fake, you won't get across your personality. So practice, and keep doing it. As I say, embed them into all your social medias, and, you know, do it. Go live at times if you can. Facebook has that facility, Instagram has that facility. And again, you're engaging. You've got your stories on your Snapchat, you've got your stories on your Facebook, you've got your stories on your Instagram. And again, lots and lots of people look at those. Lots of people look at those more than they do the posts. So go videos, go blogging, and have fun with it. Have fun, be different, be creative. If it doesn't work, don't do it again, do something else. But that's the beauty of it, is that you can keep changing it up, you can test the water, and if you're not very good at writing, or you're not very good at doing videos, then there are people out there that can do it for you. Like I say, I write blogs for my clients, and then upload it to their websites, share the link on their social media pages, share the link on my social media pages, share the link on their LinkedIn, and anywhere else you can think of. You know, we send it off to the local papers, we send it off to the local Chamber of Commerce. So they're a really, really good thing. But yeah, just remember to structure, spider scroll, so storm it if you can before you start, so that you know the points that you want to make. Makes it easier. Like I say, it's just taking yourself back to GCSE English when you're sat there and you're being asked to write an essay, but instead of being asked to write a 7-page essay, it's a page. That's all it is, and it's just an update. But like I say, I've got a website to crack on with, and a presentation to crack on with, and a hologram to try and figure out to do bigger, because we like everything big. So I will love you guys and leave you, and I'll see you next week.